Hello guys, welcome to this awesome video where I'm going to do something, believe it or not, I've never done before, and that's unbox my Canon M50 Mark II. Do not go anywhere, because for many of you that like this sort of video, hopefully you'll enjoy it. So, I, not that long ago, finally got a Mark II. I know they've been out for a while. I've been using my normal M50 for ages, and I'm using that one to record this video, though my main camera now is the Mark II. Now, for those of you that have been watching recently or recently joined or been watching for a while, you'll know the last few videos I've made using this awesome camera, but I just want to show you what comes in the box. So obviously you get the main camera, and I love this camera. And I'm not going to go into massive detail in this particular video because I've got loads of videos about the M50, so go and check out my playlist. But it usually comes, depending on which one you've bought, usually comes with a kit lens, which is the 15 to 45mm, which is this here. I will just attack it there. And there we go, look, as you can see, the nice lens. This is a really good lens for photography and video. I know you can get bigger lenses, I know you can get better lenses, but I personally have used this similar type of lens, or actually the lens, for the last 300 videos. So that gives a rough idea of how many videos I've made with this lens. And I've got about 3 of these now, because I've got one on my M50, one on my M50 Mark II, and the same lens on my M100, which I use mainly to do my thumbnails with. And I can never put it on properly on live TV, but I love this satisfying, listen to this. Oh yeah, I love that satisfying click you get when you put the lens back on the camera. So that's the main part of what you get. So you get the camera, you get the lens, you get the lens cap, you also get a cap for the other end of the lens. What else do you get then? Well, unless you're really unlucky, you tend to get a battery. This isn't actually, oh, this is not actually a proper one. That's interesting. I actually got this sort of second hand, so I've got lots of Canon batteries, but it will come with a battery. This is just a sort of a bog standard one, by the look of it. I actually got mine second hand just because it was cheaper. But because of that, what was really cool, I haven't actually used this yet, you probably won't get this unless you get a second hand one. I actually got a lens bounce, which I'm really excited about. So excited about, in fact, that I've never used it. But I do have a few lenses that I'm going to tinker around with, so I might do that actually after this video, which you probably want to see on live TV, but it would take too long to, anyway. So I was thinking of attaching this to one of my M50s and see what lenses I can put on it. You know, that'd be quite interesting. But I would highly recommend one of these actually if you've got an older lens or a bigger lens, or a lens that doesn't attach with your M50, for example. Massive recommendation. Something I should have got. And these were the caps I was on about. Yo, hang on. And these are the caps you get. I don't know if you want me to show you this. Do you want me to show you this? Yeah, let's show you this. So what you tend to get here on live TV. So if you can take off the lens, be really careful because I really don't want to break this camera. And there's the lens, and you tend to get a cap that goes on the end. I know most of you probably know that, but I just thought I'd show you it. And that is literally what's beautiful. So I'm just making sure the camera refocuses. And that just protects the lens really. So when you're not using it, you can just sit it on the side and off you go. So that's a really cool little thing. And actually, before I put it back on, this is actually a little slight constructive criticism my granddad gave in my last video. He really wanted to see the inside of the camera. I don't know if you can see that. And let's hang on. There we go. Look, you can just see inside the sensor. Look at that. That's actually quite a nice thumbnail, isn't it? But there you go. So I'm going to put this lens back on, because I'm always worried about breaking it, because that's how I roll. And yeah, so what else you get in the box then? So you get a battery, you tend to get a charger. There you go, look, a charger in all its glory. Doesn't even look like, yeah, it is. You get a nice little charger there, and that's very handy obviously to charge your battery. So you can charge the battery by plugging the cable, but I highly recommend having 2 or 3 batteries on the go, just because, like I've done today, my camera had run out of battery. I had a spare battery. I always have 2 or 3 on charge, not charging all the time, but you know, that have been charged, so you can just throw them in and off you go, and you have to waste ages charging them. So that's very handy. Hang on. Here is the box in all its glory. For those of you that want to see the box, there it is. The M50 Mark II box in all its glory. There it is. I don't know, for those of you that get excited about boxes, I don't know, there must be someone out there. What are you on about, Dave? What else you get in the box? You usually get instructions that come in multiple languages, but I find with these modern mirrorless cameras, I mean, I know I've been using cameras for a long time, but I do find using modern mirrorless cameras, they do tend to be quite intuitive. They have like a little help guide that as you're using the camera, give you little tips and stuff like that. So I personally don't really tend to need instruction manuals, because it's, you know, for these sort of cameras, you know, you can play around the ISO, shutter speed, and go into manual settings and all that jazz. But what I love about the M50, you can literally just point and shoot and off you go. But like I said, if you want more detail, there will be end cards at the end of this video that will help you in this department. And and if you have any questions about the M50, feel free to put them in the comments below. It is the camera that I use the most, so I like to think I know a little bit about it. But you know, just to give you a bit of background, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly content on the best cameras for content creators. And my mission at the moment is to try and find some cameras for you guys that don't cost the earth. Now, how much does the M50 cost? Well, it's about £500–600, which might sound a lot, but if you look at it second hand, I've seen them around for sort of 300–400, maybe 500 at a push. But just, you know, make sure you get it from someone that's got lots of good, you know, 4 or 5 star ratings, because you don't want to get ripped off by anybody. And what would I recommend? A microphone, a tripod, a spare battery, and hours of enjoyment, and just play around with your camera and a spare. And like I said, I'm going to leave a link at the end of the card and throughout the video, or just go onto the channel and check out our M50 playlist. I'll have loads of videos about the M50, so I don't want to go into too much detail. But for those of you who have any questions, please put them in the comments below. And I just say, I'm Dave from TVR Creators. If you're getting value from today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our Buy Me a Coffee if you feel like donating to the channel today. So I hope you got value. I just want to say one little cool thing. I love this camera. I'm so, you know, now I'm here, I so just want to get into it and just start talking about this camera, but I won't get into too much detail, I promise. Like I said, I've got loads of videos on that. Go and check them out. So in a moment, I'm going to leave you 2 end cards that are going to bring you even more value than this video did. I hope you got value from today's video. Good old Rosie in the background has been my director. You've done brilliant today, Rosie. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video, because you guys rock. You guys rock. Say it with me now. You guys rock.